If you'd like to see how we built this little tiny plant dolly with a little removable handle, and how we built this oak handle for the tool cabinet right here, and how we reinstalled the head on this hammer. That's if you want to see all that stuff, stand by, because that's what we're going to do today. Well, good morning and welcome to another Memphis Monday. Today I think we've got a pretty interesting adventure planned, but because of the wonders and of time travel, you know what those adventures are, but I don't, because today I got several small projects that I need to knock out. I don't know how many we're going to get done, but you do, because I plan on showing you the projects for the intro. So you know what we're going to do today, and I don't. So isn't that great? Okay, but all this philosophy is not getting us any woodworking done. So let's knock off the chatter and get to work. Well, you didn't think I was going to leave the our little axe handle out, did you? A few weeks ago we built this axe handle. Been having fun with it. But I got this hammer. As a matter of fact, it's hammered. It's in my toolbox. Not much of a hammer, but don't use a hammer a lot. But check out this handle. What I'm planning on doing, I think I'm going to keep this handle. You know, it's got a lot of history and it's not broken. What I think I'm going to try to do is I'm going to take this handle off and shave some of the wood off the back here and drive the handle all the way into the top here and put a wedge in it. So this will be the first project. I'll tell you, it's stuck in there with epoxy. They just take these things, stick the wood loosely in there, and then backfill it with epoxy. First thing I tell you is these are not my wood chisels, okay? This is just an old wood chisel that I now use to take epoxy out of handles and other abusive jobs. But now I got to take this handle here and I've got to trim it down to where the head the hammer handle will come all the way out to the end here, so I can put a wedge in it. Okay, now I think I've got it. Where I can drive it on the rest of the way. What I need to do now is put a cut across here so I can put a wedge in. Okay, I figure I'm gonna put that wedge in about that far. So I put a line right there, and that's how far I'll put my slot. We'll set this wedge with a little glue. Okay, let's let this dry while we go on to our next project. Our next project is this little tool stand. I've been using it as a roll around tool stand, but the problem is, to move it around, I've got to grab a hold of it like this and bend over. It's just not very convenient to move. So what I want to do is rig up some kind of a handle that I can put in and take out to move it around conveniently. Let me come up with a plan and show you the plan. Well, this seems like one of those plans that's too easy to be true, but we're going to try it. First thing here is I'm going to attach this piece of oak underneath the tabletop there, right on the edge. Then I'll drill a 1 1/4 inch hole directly through the top and into that block of wood. And then once that's completed, I'll take this 1 1/4 inch dowel and stick it through the hole, and that'll be my removable handle. The plan's unraveling a little bit because I don't have an 1 1/4 Forstmann bit. I do have this 1 3/8 here, so that's going to make the hole about 1/8 of an inch too big. But let's see if it works. I got this 1 1/4 spade bit. Let me see if I can save the day here. How many of you believe that I drilled that hole all the way through on purpose? Some time ago I built this Dolly. We use it all the time, carrying projects around the shop and to the house, whatever, wherever. But now my wife wants one. Only problem is she doesn't want one like this. She wants a Dolly with real small wheels and made out of this piece of wood right here. I tried to talk her out of it and tried to you know, make it a little bit bigger, but this is what she wants. She wants it really small, where she can tuck it away. It's to move plants and stuff around the porch. So I'm going to come up with a plan, and I'll tell you what it is when I figure it out. This is my real name, by the way. I just discovered this. This is kind of interesting. This is an old tabletop, an old bench top that I built 5 years ago, and now we're recycling it already. So let's move back and look at the plan. So need to attach this, then attach the wheels. Probably won't work very good because I finished the underside of this. I don't usually finish the underside of things, and one of the reasons I don't is because if you ever want to work on it again, then you got a varnish and stain and wax and all kinds of stuff messing up your work, and that's what I've run into here. But I don't know if you know this or not, the world's not perfect. I'm going to install those lag bolts into the brace, but before I do that, I'm going to attach the wheels so that my lag bolts don't interfere with the wheel installation. I don't have a driver bit the right size for these lag bolts, so I have to use a regular drill. I'm using this 18 volt because my AC drill is too powerful. It looks like one of my dogs had a hankering for some cherry wood. Looks like I need to file those corners off. Whenever I use this thing, this is what I have to do. I have to jerry rig an air hose and take a suction with a shop vac. We're going to fix it. I don't know when, but we're going to fix this problem. I think I'm going to use the same idea we used for the other thing. I'm going to drill a hole through the brace and the top here, and this is 7/8 of an inch. I'll put a 7/8 of an inch hole. This will slide through, and I'll have put a stopper plate underneath it. And in the meantime, this is just a thin metal tube, so I don't think it's very strong. So I'm going to round over this piece of oak and slide this piece of oak into this metal tube, and that should make it nice and strong. Now what I got is a piece of oak jammed up in this handle here about halfway. So now this thing is nice and rigid. Okay, I got a 7/8 Forstner bit, and I'm going to drill all the way through on purpose. Baby Dolly here works. So I think my wife would be satisfied with that. And our tool stand, our little handle for our tool stand, works good. I can take it out for storage, put it back in. Let's look at our hammer. And I'm quite excited with our hammer. It came out, see if it's showing up here. It came out real nice. All I did was just continue the bevels here on the back so I could drive the head on further, and then I just put a wedge in it. It's really solid. And that does it for another Memphis Monday. I think we got our money's worth today. Got 3 projects done. We built a baby dolly to carry around houseplants and porch plants. We fixed this hammer, and we added a handle to the our little equipment, or our little tool cabinet that we can carry around from job to job. But I'm really quite pleased with this hammer, and the axe is happy too, because they've spent their whole lives together in the toolbox, and my hammer was kind of upset that it had gotten no maintenance, but now I think the hammer's happy. So I guess that's it. Tweet and Facebook and comment and like and favorite and all that stuff, and I guess that's it. Nope. I just remembered one more thing. Make sure you're back here next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Thanks for watching.